Hey guys, what's up? Shin0585 here, back with another how to draw video. Today we're drawing Falco Lombardi from Star Fox. So you probably all know Falco, Smash Brothers character. Star Fox pilot guy. Again, I'm not really that familiar with Star Fox. I do like the game. But I know who Falco is. And this video was requested by Earl Freeman. So thank you so much for the request. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, we're drawing Falco today, and as you can tell, it's more of like a back view of Falco. And I saw this picture on looking it up on Google, and I thought this really like helped show off his like cool guy, like too cool for school attitude. And we don't normally draw characters from the back view, so this will be interesting. So anyway, guys, get your pencils ready, and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Falco, what we're going to do is we're going to draw kind of like a nice circle. We're just going to kind of place everything. So we're going to start with basic shapes. So we're going to do a nice light circle right here. Kind of like that. And then we're going to get kind of like the line of action. It's pretty much going to be straight down. His foot will end about here. That's pretty good. And then we kind of get like this kind of boxy type shape for his like upper body. He's gonna have his shoulder about here. Gonna have kind of like an oval going down for his arm here. This is kind of where his jacket is too. And I'll have like kind of like a dip in there, kind of go over and around. And he's gonna have like his reflector right here. His tail's gonna go out and kind of be like this big kind of fan type shape. And then he's going to have an oval here for his leg, another one, and then just kind of like a nice big circle for his foot ends. And then his other leg is going to be about here, kind of go out here, kind of see the circle a little bit on that side. His hands will be about here, and this is pretty much good for the gesture that we need. I kind of just put basic shapes down for where everything's going to be. And that's pretty much what you do when you have to do like a quick gesture. Just kind of get the initial kind of pose down, kind of the shapes. But that's pretty good. And now we could jump into some detail here. So I'll zoom in a little bit. And we're going to start off with his face. And again, since it's kind of like the back view, or kind of like a side/back view, his crosshairs for his face, it's just going to be a curved line like this, because like the intersecting line is going to be right here. So we're just going to get one line like that. And now that we got that down, we can kind of gesture in his beak. I like starting off with that. And it's going to be kind of like right on like this intersection right here where these two lines meet. And basically what you're going to do is draw a nice little curve line. And if you want to, his beak's going to be something like this. Kind of go out, kind of be like this kind of like rectangle type thing with like an L in it. So something like that. So now that we have that down, we can kind of draw in a better gesture. And we're going to just kind of round it off. So have a little bit of a dip in here. And it's going to be rather straight. And then curve in one more time around here. So you're using a lot of kind of like straight lines with like a dip right here. And then it's going to create kind of like this hook shape. So it's going to go into like a hook. Kind of go down a little bit. And then up. And you're going to get a little curve line right here for kind of like his smile. And then for the rest of his beak, it's going to go down, kind of curve up a little bit, over. And we're going to start about here and draw a nice curve line, curving in, like that. So that's pretty much good for his beak. And you draw like kind of like his nostril, which is just like a little, like upside down 9 almost, or a 6. That is an upside down 9. Like a 6, but you fill in the dot. And then once we got that down, we can draw in his eye, which his eye is going to start kind of like right here, right on this like gesture line we have. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to draw kind of like almost like a very rounded, basically like an oval or kind of like an almond shape like this. Kind of hard to explain the shape. It's like a nice big curve line and it goes down and in like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to follow it, and it's going to go into a nice spike right here. You could shade all this in. You want it real dark. like that. And then you can get a little kind of oval right here for his eye. And then another oval at the end there, and you can fill that in. And then just for a little bit more eye detail, he has like kind of the same shape we have for the eye, except it just kind of goes around and hugs the eye shape around here like that. Alright. And now that we got kind of like his face in, we can gesture in his head a little bit more. So it's pretty much going to go up, over, kind of go up. And it's going to go into kind of like 3 spikes. We're going to get a spike here, like that. It's going to go down. There's going to be his headgear right here. But before we draw that, we'll just draw in the second spike right here. There's actually 3, but these 2 kind of overlap. So you get like 1 and 2, like that. And they'll just go in. But now that we got that down, we could draw in his headgear because it's kind of covering everything. And basically to draw this, the simplest way is you're going to kind of draw a straight line going across here. And then it's going to go down, and then in, and then down again. And then it's going to wrap around and then go up. Like that. And then you're going to get 2 parallel lines going down the middle of it. Like that. And then starting from this corner, so we're basically going to extend this line out a little bit more. And then go over, actually over like this. Down, and then connect it into that. And now all we need to do is just give it a little bit more depth. So to draw that, we're basically going to just, on these corners, we're going to draw lines going out here, 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 and here, like that. And then we just connect the dots. Pretty simple. Again, if you want to put like more details, like I don't know, maybe like little lines like this that go up and around, maybe like a little circle with like a line going up and over, just to make it look like more like tech based, because it's like a metal headband communicator thing, I think. You could do that, just put a little bit more detail if you want. That's pretty much the general shape of it. And now that we got that down, we can draw in his head. So we can pretty much follow this gesture. His head kind of goes up in like a straight line, and then kind of curves in a straight line, and then goes over again, and then it starts rounding off. But what you want to do for the feathers is when you go off, you just want to kind of not draw jagged lines, but kind of draw like these swoop shapes. Kind of like this for his feathers. So it's basically like these little like bumps almost. And some could be more like jagged and spiky than others. Some could be more rounded. And then before we draw, actually we could just draw on this one. And this is where I was saying there's actually 2, but it kind of looks like one because like they're not like hard edges like this. So you're going to get one that kind of goes out here. And get more of those swoop shapes, and then this one's going to start about here. And it's kind of hard to see the difference between the 2, but there are 2 here, like this. Like that, and those are all like his feathers. And now that we got that down, we can kind of do a better gesture for the jacket. So again, the gesture that we have here, everything's a little bit too high, like the collar's a little bit too high, and his shoulder could probably be lowered a little bit. So, but that's why we put the gesture in so light, is that when we get to it, we could start making adjustments where needed. So, I'm going to start off with his collar. So his collar is going to start right about here. And it's going to go up, and then all the way over, and across like that. And then when you got that down, we're going to draw another line that hugs this line very closely. Like this, and then connect it in like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have a line that goes in here and then wraps around like this. And then you're going to have another line that kind of curves in like that. And then from here, you're going to get a nice curved line that connects to this line, and another line hugging that line like that. And then once you get that down, you can go straight into like the shoulder strap to his jacket. So basically what it is this kind of rectangle that goes out and then down. So it goes out and down. And there's a little curve line right here and a little button on top. So you can draw that in with a circle. Then you can connect this stuff with that. Actually, you can make it a little bit bigger. Should be something like that. Circle will be more in the middle. So it'd be something like that. But now once we get that down, we can kind of draw in his arm. So his arm's pretty much going to be the same thing. Again, we're going to make it slightly lower since the gesture was a little bit too high. So we make it slightly lower. But basically all you really need to do is he kind of wears like a puffy jacket, especially puffy where the sleeves are. So to draw that in, you just draw a curve line going down and in like this. You get another one kind of going out and then in. And then there's going to be one over here that kind of curves up with like the shoulder here, like that. Kind of like another little bump right here. And then here it's just going to go down, over, and then just kind of in like this. And then now that we got that down, we can draw in his fingers, which basically one finger is going to be out. So we can start about here, and his hand is going to be about here. And we'll see 4 of them, so we're going to get 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. And then his index finger is the one that's going to extend out the most. So basically you do is start about here, for a nice oval, kind of goes into a spike, and then goes in like this. And then the rest of the fingers just go out, over, and then in, out, over, and in, and then out, over, and in. So you get like these little kind of bumps almost, like that. But now that that's done, we could finish off his kind of jacket here. So basically all that's left is there's kind of like a section right here. It's kind of like a square that goes up like this. And then kind of like just it goes out. And then you get the bottom of the jacket there, like that. So to draw this part in, very similar to like kind of this section right here, is we're going to just draw a line going over and down like this, and then we're going to just draw another line hugging it really closely and connect it in. This is going to be a curved line going up, and you get another curved line about here, and then you get a nice square or rectangle right here on the back of the jacket. And then here you can kind of draw a line kind of folding in and going out like this, just to show a little bit of a fold in the back of the coat. And then here we're going to just get kind of like this, a little bit of a wavy line like this. And then you're just going to get another line kind of hugging it like that for the bottom of the jacket. So that's pretty good. And again, we got to make everything a little bit lower, so his tail is going to be a little bit lower, and everything else is going to kind of be a little bit lower. But we can draw on the belt. So it's going to be this big kind of like swooping circle shape right underneath here, but like that. And then we're going to get another one, kind of go down, over, and up. So you get kind of like a shape like this right under his jacket. You get a little curve line right here just for his like body connecting into the jacket. But before we go into detail with the belt here, we're going to draw his reflector, and we're going to lower it a little bit. And then his reflector is actually pretty simple. All you need to do is you start off with a straight line going on top, and then another one going down, and another one going down, and then in, and then up, and then over. So you get kind of like this honeycomb type shape. And then once you get that down, we're going to draw another honeycomb, slightly smaller, following it in everywhere, like that. And then we're going to get a circle in the middle here. And then it has kind of like a diamond or gem, a shiny rock in the middle. So to draw that, you can draw little circles here and here for like light reflection. And then for slightly more detail, what we're going to do is here, we're going to draw basically like a rectangle. So we're going to go down, over, and then up, like that. Do the same thing on this side, down, over, and up. Down, over, and up, like that. And you're going to just draw it in the middle sections right here for all of them. And that's pretty much his reflector. If you want to, you can extend these out a little bit more, but that's just a little detail if you want to do it on your own. But that's pretty much it for his reflector. Now we could jump into his tail. So basically his tail is going to start about here. And again, this is actually a good shape for it, but again, just make it a little bit lower. Like that. But basically what you're going to do is draw a line going up, kind of curve over, and then in like this. Then we're going to start a little bit, not at the start of this line, a little bit underneath it. Then we're going to go over, and then up. And then for the end of his feathers here, they're just kind of like these straight lines, and then they go in like this. So you get like kind of like long rectangles. Then here it's going to go over. This will be the outer one on this side. And you want to kind of like offset them. And they all kind of want to go to like this point in the middle. So when you draw the lines going in, kind of want them to go to that point in the middle there. And again, you want to offset the feathers, so you want some slightly longer than others, some slightly shorter. So you get a shape that looks like that, and that's pretty much it for his tail. Again, kind of real basic, real simple. And then for the belt, the only detail that we see on this side is he has kind of like a belt loop right here, which is just a little rectangle. And then you could darken in the belt like that. So it's pretty good. And now just to finish it off, we just have his legs to draw in. So basically we're going to draw a kind of a little bit of a better gesture for his legs. So it's going to kind of be a little bit more pointed. So we're going to get kind of like an angle right there. Kind of go in, it's going to go up, kind of in like that. And then for his kind of boot right here, that's the word I was looking for. There's going to kind of be like this little kind of rounded, kind of curvy rectangle right here. And then another part right here for his like shin guard. And then his pants are going to go out about here, kind of get covered up by the tail here, but this is going to be a second leg. And then we're going to kind of gesture in, just kind of like a shoe shape, so it's going to be like this curve line going down, over, kind of dip in and around like this. That's his shoe, and then kind of like, we see the back of the leg here, and then like a little bit of the front right there for his other foot. So again, this is a very rough kind of gesture type thing, but now we can go into detail. And basically what we're going to do is right here, this is actually a pretty good line. You can kind of give it a little bit more of a curve, maybe like a bump in it, show the fabric kind of folding. And then we're going to go up here, kind of curve it in, and then about here we're going to curve it in like this, very similar to like this part on the sleeve, and it's going to bump out again about there. And then just be a nice long curve line like that, from like this angle to this angle. And then here, again, kind of just put like a little bump in there. Kind of get this curve line. It'll be about like there. Kind of get another little fold in there if you want. And now we could kind of get into detail on his boots here. So basically this is a pretty good starting shape for the outside. You can kind of straighten it out a little bit if you want to. Go up and then over like this. And then what we're going to do is draw kind of like this L shape that hugs this. So we're going to start here, hug this line, and then it's going to go down like that. Then we're going to get a circle about here. And then before we finish this off, we're going to just draw the bottom part of the armor. And it goes out and then in, so we can kind of follow the gesture. You make it a little bit more pointy if you want. Straighten out the bottom a little bit. It's going to curve up. And you're just going to get a curve line right here, just to give it a little bit of depth. And then we're going to get another circle right here. And then for these circles, we're going to get two curve lines like this going across. And then we're going to get a strap going across the leg here. So these are like the straps for the to keep this into place. Same thing on this side, two curve lines, and then the strap going around like this. And then for like the bottom of his foot, there's going to be a circle about here. So kind of like right below this. So we're going to get a nice circle, and then another circle inside that circle. Then we're going to get two curved lines, or like a nice curved rectangle that wraps around like that. And then we're going to get a line going down, over, and then up. And it's going to curve around like this. And we're going to get another curved line about here. And then this line's going to go down, over, be real straight, and then go up. We get to kind of the edge of the foot here, and then just wrap around it. Like that. And it's going to go down, over, and then in like that. And then just a little bit of more details. We're in this corner right here that we have. Line going in, here, and one slightly down there. Like that. And then all we need to do here is draw a nice curved line that goes up. Kind of dips down and in like this. And that's pretty much it for his foot. And you could darken in these back lines too. Like that. And don't worry, the next foot here is a lot easier. Basically, all we're going to see here is the straps, and here's one, and it's going to be slightly below this one. So you get a nice little strap there, another little strap right here just below this one. Like that. And then just for the back of the foot, very similar to like the front here, we're going to get a curve line going across, and wrap it around, and it'll go down and then in like this. And then we're going to get a line going down from the corner here. There'd be another one about there. And then just a little curve line right there for the heel. And then here we'll just see the top of the foot, which is just a nice little curve line. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you draw Falco Lombardi from Star Fox. Not too hard. Again, especially on this angle, I don't think it's too challenging. If you get the gesture down good, it shouldn't be too bad. But I will put the drawing we just did up here. Here is the inked version as well. And there you have it. So yeah, again, I don't think it's too hard, especially drawing him in this pose. It's kind of simple. We added a lot of little details, which that might be hard, but if you're looking at it like a photo reference, it shouldn't be too bad. But anyway, thank you again, Earl Freeman, for the request. I hope you enjoy Falco now. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. I'll try my best to write back to you. And if you guys have any requests, I do take them. All you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I'll take your name, what you requested, and then on Sunday when I make a drawing video, I just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason. So, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.